Welcome to the 16th Annual Lava Awards, the 2020 socially distant edition, sponsored by Verizon, 5G built right, and supported by Fox Rothschild, Stubbs Alderton, Troy Gould, Armanino, Moss Adams, Kanabi Martins, Toronto Stock Exchange, and Boston Private Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, your host for today's show, and that guy on Zoom working hard to accelerate LA's venture ecosystem, please welcome Lava's new executive director. Here's Darren Eng.
Wow, this is exciting. Here we are, the 2020 Lava Awards. Thank you for joining us. And as the new executive director of Lava, your Los Angeles Venture Association, I am thrilled to share with you some of the most exciting things about Lava's recent evolution, what I've heard some of you calling Lava 2.0. In this show, you're about to get just a taste of the world-changing innovations coming out of our region and the amazing work being done by the thousands of innovators who call this part of Southern California home. Peter, can you tell everyone what's coming up for them in today's Lava Awards show? Sure,
Darren. Coming up, we'll learn how LA's beloved Kobe Bryant applied his Mamba mentality off the court as a hardworking VC. And while numerous visionary CEOs will be accepting awards today, LA City's own elected CEO, Mayor Eric Garcetti, will help us acknowledge Lava's support of diversity and equity. And if you haven't already heard, we'll be celebrating the woman behind the launch of a new professional sports team here in LA that's been funded in part by members of our LA venture community. As you can see, we've got a great show ahead of us. Darren?
Okay, so now it's time for the first of our two investor awards, starting with our inaugural Outstanding Angel Award. As the Los Angeles Venture Association, we historically have of course focused on VCs, and we of course will do so even more in the coming year. But this year, we've added an award for another important class of investor, the angel investor. As I mentioned earlier, Lava will be launching an Angel VC Academy next year to encourage and train a new generation of investors as we aim to grow this ecosystem. Since becoming the executive director of Lava, I've had the privilege to meet angels, VCs, private equity, many investors. But one particular investor has stood out to me for his tireless efforts to be everywhere at once. Not only is he a member of the Pasadena Angels and the Tech Coast Angels, but he's also a director of the LA chapter of the Band of Angels. And at any given time, his firm startup Mavericks is assisting at least a half a dozen to a dozen lucky founders. Over the past 18 months, he's invested in the earliest stages of a number of promising startups, some of which have already been successful at raising their next rounds. And recently, he's been instrumental at helping me develop Lava's invite-only Angel VC Series syndication events. I can't think of a better, more appropriate person to receive our Outstanding Angel Award for outstanding activity in the angel community than Garrett Gilbertson. Here to introduce the award is Peter Mansfield from CMO LA.
Hi everyone, I'm Peter Mansfield. It's a pleasure to introduce Garrett Gilbertson, Lava's 2020 Outstanding Angel. I can't think of anyone that deserves this award more than Garrett. Since he started up Band of Angels satellite group down here in LA, he's helped a ton of companies raise a lot of money. Couldn't be happier to have him as a friend, as a co-conspirator.
Thanks, Peter.
And thanks, Lava, for the 2020 Outstanding Angel Award. A couple years ago, I was hosting a pitch event, and an investor next to me during Q&A asked a founder, "What makes you think you can really pull this off?" And the founder paused and he thought about it, and he said, "Well, a couple years ago, everyone seemed to think that we wouldn't be able to build a prototype, and then we did. And a few months after that, everyone said, there's no way you're going to be able to get grant money, and then we won some pitch competitions and some grant money. And then a few months after that, everyone said, there's no way you're going to get customers, and then we did that. So I think I'm just going to continue proving everyone wrong along the way." I knew immediately I wanted to invest in that founder, and I'm glad I did. Mechanodontics, now Boreas, became the fastest close in the history of the band and will soon raise their Series B. UNES followed soon after, and since then we've invested in many other fantastic startups like Lynx Bio, Eargreen, Verifier, and Champions Round. The founders have been from different verticals, but they all share the same grit and passion James displayed that night. I've learned so much on my journey as an investor, and I'm thankful to be a part of TCA, Pasadena Angels, and now chair the Band of Angels. Thanks again to Lava, and
Happy holidays!
happy holidays.
Congratulations, Garrett. Well deserved, my friend.